says welcome back.
Good morning.
To another edition of Roast Beef and Bagels. Very interesting week.
As usual.
As usual.
In New York.
Well, New York and everywhere else. But we should probably start with my bagel.
So yeah, he's a little...
I don't know what happened to it this week. It's not the usual...
It's like a half a slice of tomato and a half a slice of cheese. But they charge you the same. Usually they're pretty good here, but it's the first time I think it's just falling apart. It's horrible. Look at this. I mean, the bread actually slipped.
It's literally one slice of cheese. I don't know what happened.
And before we get into it, I had some health issues this week, whatever. And I got to tell you, dude, thank you for all your support on Facebook. I got tons of prayers and all that, so I appreciate it. Hopefully, we'll be all good. Stress will kill you guys. Find a way not to be stressed.
Yeah, the beef was laid out a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
I was getting text messages and calls, and they say, "Hey, what's wrong with the beef?" I was like, "Oh, he's in work. He'll get in touch with you later." And they said, "I guess you didn't check anything."
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Just thank you for all your support in the press. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It means a lot.
Getting back to the bagel.
Horrible.
It even tastes different.
Maybe we gotta change the place right now.
No, this place is good. You're allowed one mess up. You know what
It's
happened?
the most pathetic bagel I've seen.
It was pretty sad. But you know what happened? They messed up my order. And they didn't make a new one.
Yeah.
So I think they kind of just took what was on the bagel off and then changed it.
But the girl who works here knew. She knew it was wrong.
Well,
She saved you. What they just put tomatoes?
no, I put the wrong cheese. But we get the same thing every week. Well, like every day.
Yeah, they know us. They know us.
Yeah, but it tastes different too. Not bad different, but just different.
Well, you notice it's not enough ingredients. It probably tasted mostly bread.
It's a lot of bread.
Yeah, a lot of bread.
A lot of bread. Because there's really no cheese. I don't get like a sandwich, like a lot of cheese. I just tell them a few slices, like 2 to 3 slices of cheese and tomato, and that's it. But today's like 1 slice of cheese, but whatever. Stuff happens.
All right, so the big thing that happened this week, it's the only thing I actually got on my list. So sad. Is that there's a peace agreement now. Trump's up for a Nobel Peace Prize because of it.
He didn't win it.
Not yet.
A woman, no, they gave it. A woman from Venezuela won the Nobel Peace Prize. However, she said she dedicated it to Trump.
Oh, what's funny? I didn't even see that.
Yeah, it was, I think, from Venezuela.
What did she get it for?
She was some kind of activist or something.
Interesting.
But I double checked it. I put it up. But yeah, it was a female. But that was on the heels of the ceasefire agreement that...
I mean, you can always get it next year when he stops the Ukraine Putin war.
Well, why do you say that? Look at Trump's wife. What she's trying to do.
And liberals are coming after her.
Can you imagine? But dude, you think about this. You got a ceasefire. I think it's in order right now.
Yeah. They gave up all the hostages, dead or alive.
Yeah. The hostages were given up.
Closure for the families, you know.
Yep. There hasn't been, the left hasn't been saying anything about it. Nothing.
No one will even know on the left that it happened. So when you bring it up, they'll be like, "Oh, it's just fake news." Meanwhile, it'll be like 3 weeks old. They'll still say it's fake news. It is.
I think they gutted the middle out too. Just like
oh yeah, it's not like bread. They must have. I don't know. It's horrible.
Sorry, you keep talking about my bagel.
He's obsessive when it comes to these things. Like,
well, I love bagels. So, well, anyway. So yeah, I mean, the ceasefire news should have been like really everywhere, but
it's not. They're not gonna put it nowhere, bro. You can cure cancer.
Can you imagine? So, hats off To my man again,
It was actually, I say the name wrong, Kushner,
his son,
his son-in-law. Yeah.
Mhm.
He's the one who orchestrated the
Ceasefire.
ceasefire because his family, I think, is from Israel. He's Jewish. I think his grandfather's from Israel, something like that.
I just think that it's amazing how the Trump administration comes in and does work, and the prior administration does nothing. And these liberals and these Democrats still complain. They're still complaining going on about the government shutdown. It still makes sense.
So I'm glad you brought that up because I didn't have much today, but I remembered. So for all of you people who think it's the Republican side that's shutting it down, I want you to look up the Democratic bill because the Democrats saying they don't want to give. It's not true that they want to give illegal aliens health care and all this other stuff. So on page 57 of the Democratic bill, it basically outlines exactly what they want. So, I mean, I don't even know if you know this because we didn't speak about it, but just to let everybody know, technically, by law, illegal immigrants are not supposed to get Medicare, Medicaid, nothing like that. That is true. So that when the Democrats say it, it's 100% true. But there's also a law that states when someone comes to an emergency room, whether they're illegal or not, they ought to get treated. So that's what Trump took out of the big, beautiful bill. They pulled that. So they want to put that back in with this
The clean bill thing.
with the clean bill instead of just doing the clean bill. So just to let you know, so when they do say that they're not supposed to get it, they're correct. There is a law, but there's loopholes that allow them to have it. According to some agency, I think it was $192 billion went to illegal immigrants last year for their health care, even though they're not supposed to get any. But in the big, beautiful bill, Trump said that all stops. You can't do it. So they're fighting once again for illegal immigrants over citizens. It's incredible to me.
But to me, the whole idea, just the wording, illegal, with that being with that word being before the second word, whatever is illegal person, illegal immigrant, illegal car theft, illegal, tells you that something, the law is being broken. You're not entitled to things when the law is being broken based on the rules of what law? Immigration. You're breaking an immigration law. So you're not entitled to stuff just because you come here. And this is what I don't understand either about the Democrats. The U.S. has its own issues, right? I mean, there's plenty of them internal, right? We have a lot of mentally disabled people wandering the streets, a lot of homeless people just in general, maybe down on their luck, maybe drug addicts.
Mostly in liberal cities, by the way.
Wherever they are. I think you have, and if there's a surplus of all this money, I think you allocate it to Americans first. Now, if there's stuff left over and it could be used for others, then of course, why not? All right. If there's some form of a budget, let's say, like you threw out the number $100 million, whatever it is, 190, whatever you said.
192 billion.
Oh, 190 billion. Okay. Let's say that was allocated as some kind of budget, right? It was already fixed. If you can help the American people first and you have the surplus left over in your budget, then by all means, you know what? Any legal immigrant comes here, let's say it's a kid,
Yeah.
God forbid, and they're playing and get hit by a car or something like that. You don't want to see that, kid in pain and stuff like that. You want to help them. I just don't understand why they feel like they want to help outsiders before Americans first. It don't make sense. A homeless vet, a homeless, mentally disturbed person, a drug addict, low on their life in the street, they're Americans first. Mm-hmm. And yeah, as Americans too, when you see them, some of us, you may even look down on them, like, oh, get that person away from me. But right away, for the illegal immigrants, the Democrats and liberals like roll out a red carpet, like
future votes, bro. Free money gets future votes.
That's what it is, man.
But we're gonna have some fun though, because the Supreme Court's seen a few new things that Trump's gonna put in next semester, next term. It's already on the docket. One is the birthright citizenship, bro. That's gonna be really interesting because Trump's view, and actually, I don't know if I agree 100%, but I do agree somewhat, is the 14th Amendment, when it's written, was written to have the people that were brought here for slavery become citizens, to do the right thing by them. It's not for everybody that just pops up in your country and just has a kid. So that's going to go to the docket, which I think the liberals are going to, dude, they're going to lose their fucking minds when they lose that. They're going to lose that. They're going to lose that.
Dude, that's what a lot of these illegal immigrants do. They come here and right away they start having kids.
Yeah, they want, because that way they can get money.
They get on the system. They get on the system right away.
Yeah.
Right? Because think about
welfare for the kid.
Welfare for the kid, because you're gonna say your status is an illegal immigrant. Now you have a U.S. child because they were born on this soil, and you have no money because you can't work because you're supposed to be illegal.
They don't go on, but they go on for the kids, and it's in care of. So it's like whatever.
Yeah, they use the money obviously for whatever they want. But
and back to what you were saying too about putting citizens first. I'm going to give the liberals a very easy thing to for an example. They don't get usually, but picture you having a child, and your child needs medical care, and you have the money for your child, so you give the money to your child. The liberals would give the money to the neighbor's child across the street and not their kids. That's the example. That's something very simple. I would never give anything to anybody else's child before mine, but liberals would.
Well, I don't. Hold on.
Yeah. He's talking about us in a different language, I think. They're saying fucking what's Beef and Bagels, they're assholes. Yeah.
I don't get like their mentality and way of thinking. It doesn't make sense. But listen, they had like a wave, if you will, under the Biden administration with stuff, but I think that's all coming down, crashing hard.
Yeah.
I think even with the midterms coming up, I think you're gonna see the Democratic Party even slip more. Yeah. To be quite honest with you,
they have a 28% approval rating, bro. I mean, that's not good, dude.
No, it's horrible. It's now, speaking about voting coming up, New York City Mayor Race. I don't know, sometimes you have these candidates, like a de Blasio or an Adams.
He was pretty much a fucking communist, too.
Who was that, de Blasio? He might have been the worst mayor in the history of mayors. I mean,
what's really funny, my grandmother used to say that Koch was bad, and Koch was bad. I look back.
Yeah, but
Koch had a good, because he had a good heart. Like, he wasn't doing it for his own benefit. Mandandi's doing this for his own benefit. Dude, if you get a chance to, I don't know if you could post it, you could find it. Someone posted his resume, Mandandi's resume. You gotta see this shit.
I'll look for it.
Yeah, you gotta look for it. I mean, the only thing that he ever did was work for his mother. That's it. He did nothing. He's done nothing. He knows nothing about work. He knows nothing about business. That's why he wants to make it $30 an hour, fucking a minimum wage. He's clueless on how to run anything. You have to have a business mindset to run a city. There's no way. No, there's no way. And I hate to say this, fucking I'm mad at Adams because he dropped out. I tell you, Curtis would have won if Adams would have stood in. Fucking aggravating. It's all, bro.
See, again, I think, I don't know. I think now you got those Adams votes are going to be divided amongst Curtis, right? And so you're thinking now.
See, I don't think Adams is going to vote. It's going to be divided to Curtis. I think it's only going to be divided between Cuomo and Mandani. And that's the problem. If they would have all stood in, they would have divided the Democratic Party into three. And Curtis only had to get maybe 200,000 votes. He would have won.
So according to what I saw, there was like a projected poll. Adams was fourth on. I thought he had, to be honest with you, I thought he had a stronger shot than Cuomo, but I was wrong.
The poll at the bottom. So I learned this on the polling. When there's a polling, it'll tell you the poll on the bottom. It says how many people that they actually polled. They're polling like 1,200 people. And they're saying that Mamdani has 44% of the vote, but of those 1,200 people,
right?
It's not a huge, survey.
I was never asked to take a poll. Were you?
I'm on the list. They call me constantly. They call me, text me, email me constantly.
But those are those calls. Those are those fake calls. I don't do it.
And the girl last time I spoke to, and it's funny, the last time I spoke to somebody that was asking me about New York politics, she lived in Arkansas. I said, what? I said, you live in New York? You sound like if She goes, no, I got the job. I live in Arkansas. I said, what? I mean, whatever. I don't give a shit. But I was like so confused. It's like New York politics, and she's calling from Arkansas. She didn't know anything. She didn't know anything about it. She just had a bunch of questions she had to ask me, and she just put, she typed in the answers.
I don't know. I just think that it's crucial that we all get out there and vote. I mean, I can't see. I mean, there's all these rumors too, how like this guy's some like radical Muslim too.
So he won't denounce Sharia law. I for all you guys don't know what Sharia law is, it basically means women have no rights, zero. If they do anything, put it like this: there's situations in the Middle East where a woman gets raped. I mean, she gets raped, and she's married, and she's still blamed for that rape. She's blamed for the rape, and then they stone her to death because she slept with another man at a wedding, even though she got raped. That's just crazy shit, bro. I mean, that's just not right. Whatever.
I don't think, but see, truthfully, I don't think he can pass like that type of laws.
A lot of a lot of that stuff, dude.
Isn't that more religious?
No, but he can't do any of that on his own anyway. I mean, he's city council. Some of these city councils are radical too, but for the most part, there's some old school Democrats that are not gonna do some of this stuff. They're just not.
Well, the leader of the Democratic Party is not supporting him. We spoke about that a couple of episodes ago.
Yeah.
That he's not supporting him. He said he doesn't represent the Democratic Party. He feel that he's a socialist / communist. I mean, that's basically what he is. I mean, and people are under that assumption that everything's going to be free. There's nothing free in the U.S. This is a capitalist
He's going to raise your taxes about 10% and then tell you that it's free. It's not free if you're paying for it.
Probably going to be more than that. And again, who's that going to affect? The working class.
Well, dude, what's funny is, so Cuomo was on The View the other day. Two things. Remind me, de Blasio. Cuomo was on The View the other day, and they asked him, would he call him? I can't believe
The View's back on the air. Yeah. I thought they were done.
Nah. And they asked him if he considers what's his name a communist, and he wouldn't say it, which I think was a punk move. He should have said yes, he absolutely is. The second thing is de Blasio was taking fucking questions from CNBC or whatever, and they were talking about the bus situation, bro, like the free buses.
Oh,
so de Blasio goes, there's free buses all over the country. It works, and the guy goes, name a city, and he's like, well, I'll get back to you with that information. There's not one city. There's no free buses in the whole country. I don't know what the fuck this guy's talking about. Bless you. They're fucking delusional.
So wait, de Blasio is in support. He
dyed his hair too.
He's in support of
Mandani. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. I just said 3 minutes ago how he was the worst mayor.
He's the worst.
Maybe in the history of mayors.
Yeah.
So obviously you can't listen to him and who he's supporting. Because clearly the guy's clueless. He destroyed New York. I mean, single-handedly.
They still can't find the fucking money that he gave the wife. They still can't find it.
It was like, wasn't it like 800 million?
It was a lot of money, yeah. Like something like that. They don't know what happened to it. She just gave it to him.
And
you know how many assistants he had? He had like 54 fucking assistants that he was paying. And his wife had like 23.
For what?
They just had assistants to help them do whatever they had to do. Now, listen to me. I'm not saying that de Blasio didn't have the right to have some assistance. He's the mayor, of course. I think 54 was a lot. But his wife shouldn't have like 23 because his wife's not a public figure.
What'd she need?
I don't know. But they were all their friends, and they paid him like $120,000 a year. No one said a word.
How do people get those jobs? I'd sign up.
So listen, if I run for mayor, dude, and I make it, I'll get you a job. I just say to you, you're my assistant.
Thank you.
What do you want? $150,000 a year? You got it.
I won't even ask for a lot. I'll just hang out all day.
Yeah. We'll do roast beef and bagels live. You'll film me everywhere I go. I got news for you. I wouldn't be a bad mayor. You think so?
I'd vote for you.
You'd vote.
I'd vote for you as it was on a couple of ballots. Remember I told you I wrote it in.
Oh, did you?
I put in independent Rob.
Independent Rob. It's so funny.
I just do think it's important that everybody gets out there and votes because, I don't know, we say it all the time how elections are important. It seems like they truly are getting more and more important because the candidates on both sides, some of them seem to have such extreme views and things, their ticket on what they're going to do and change or attempt to change. Like I said, this guy, Mandami, he could preach. He could preach. He is Polish.
Yeah, I think it's Polish.
He could preach whatever he wants about.
I heard him say kurwa.
Yeah, that's a curse word.
Yeah. It might be.
Remember those guys in the gym? They said don't mess with kurwa. But he could preach that he's going to change all this stuff and tax, the white neighborhoods and all that stuff.
That's crazy.
You know, the thing is this: those are his ideas. So that's what's given you the stirring the pot, so to speak, to want to vote for a person, right? Oh, this is what he'd like to do, and this is where his ticket's riding on. So it don't mean it's going to happen, right? Same thing like the presidential, right? Trump could have said whatever he wanted till he was blue in the face.
Oh,
doesn't mean he was going to get those changes. So that's the same with Mandami, but you don't want someone who even thinks those ways to get into office, because then it has a potential to happen. He may push these things out, and then the city council people have to vote on him, and then you don't know what you got a list.
So no, I mean, you said Trump, so I completely forgot. I sent this to you yesterday. I didn't send it to you for you to read it. I sent it to you because I wanted to keep it, whatever. So the tax brackets are out for 2026, and I just to prove the liberals that they're fucking assholes, that this somehow benefits the wealthy.
We have to put a long beep in there.
Yeah. So single payer, I'm going to do, not married. I'm going to do single payer. But, so single payer, the first tax bracket is 10% for anybody who makes under $12,500. So that's probably like Bella, you know, she's not making too much or whatever. The second is 12%, up to $50,500. Now that's the average middle class person. 12% is not a lot of money, dude. Now we get from 50 to 105,000, which is probably an upper middle class in New York, you would think, right around there. They're going to pay 22%. From 105 to 200,000 is a quarter, 24%. They're going to take. From 200,000 to 256,000 is 32%. It's almost what? That's like 33%.
The third.
Then it's 256,000 to 640,000, 35%. And then the last bracket is 37%, which is 640,000 and up. I mean,
so the rich are getting taxed higher.
Of course, dude. Of course. And they're paying a larger percentage overall because they're making more money. You know, so when they say that it's not true, they just released, and this was on CBS. This is not, you know, a right wing by far. And actually, I didn't really want to get into it anymore because it's hard to explain. But the first 10,000 of most people in the brackets are not taxed at all. The first 10,000 that you make. Oh, I can't explain it. I read it.
Yeah, if there's under a certain amount of money you make in a year, you don't get hit with the potential taxes.
Yeah. So
I mean, listen. I'll be honest with you. I think there should be a flat tax,
10% all around for everybody. But they'll say the rich get away, but that's not.
It won't be true.
Dude,
if you make $1 and you're getting hit with 10%, that means you're only paying a dime. If you make $1 billion, you're not paying a dime. You're paying 10% of $1 billion.
Like I said, dude, people don't understand. They just listen. They don't investigate at all. It's sad. I think the wealthiest people, and what they don't understand too is they talk about. You know what's funny is about 10 years ago, you only heard about millionaires, right? So remember fucking Bernie was out there, the millionaires. Now all of them are millionaires. They switched the term to billionaires. Because they're involved in the millionaires. So when fucking JNN says, oh, the fucking wealthy, he's voting for them. The most wealthiest people in the world are liberals, dude. Think of Hollywood.
Dude, look, Obama's house is worth millions in Martha's Vineyard.
Crazy, dude. And that's why they got the illegal immigrants out of there quick. Remember that time?
What does the president make? 200,000 and change?
275. I think,
how do you get a house where you live? And how did his wife? You know, they were talking about what she wore. How did she wear those gowns and all this other stuff? Where did all that money come from? Right?
And she wore it from this particular person. I remember that. Actually, I like that they did this. I hate to say this, but she was donating the dresses to Michelle because she was like an up and coming person, like in the fashion. Yeah. So she was trying to help. I think it was a girl from I think it was from Harlem. I think she was from Harlem originally, and she was getting all these dresses. And I guess she's a millionaire now. The woman, because she was known for Michelle Obama's fucking.
But the thing, as a politician, they don't live a humble life.
No, look at Nancy, dude. Nancy and Mitch McConnell are the fucking ones the most on both sides. How do you come into Congress? You're not rich, 40, 50 years, and all of a sudden you're worth $650 million. Where'd that come from?
There's a lot of money. Some of these politicians.
A lot of kickback, dude. A lot of kickback under the table. I don't care. And they could say it's both sides. It's both sides. It's hard.
Yeah, but someone like Donald Trump, he had the money. He's not taking it aside, but he had the money prior to coming in. So it's not
can't
like
be bought. They could all be bought. He cannot be bought. You don't need it.
That's why people don't like him.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong. We said it last week. I said it last week. I think the Gaza Strip, he's a business mind. He wants American companies in the Gaza Strip. It'll stop the war from happening. So they'll intervene right away. I think that's a smart move. Do I think it's going to be some of his friends? Yeah, of course. Yeah. Is he going to get kicked back after he fucking leaves office? Yeah, probably. I says, but he's helping the situation. And some people do it and they don't help the situation. Look at fucking Biden and his son. I mean, his son was getting no-show jobs for everybody in the fucking world, $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month, and not showing up. He was in the oil industry. He doesn't know anything about oil. I mean, and they're like, oh, no, but that's okay. No, it's okay, dude. It's pay for play, you know? Whatever the fuck is crazy.
It's pretty pathetic, some of the things that happen and go on. And it's sad, too, because everyone's sitting there pointing the fingers and all that other stuff. Do you know what I don't understand? And just switch gears back to what we were talking about. I see them all the time. These congressional hearings, right? There's been a lot of stuff with Kash Patel recently.
Pam Bondi is a beast. She's a beast.
Why are they happening? Nothing can happen to Kash Patel or Pam Bondi. Is it just to show their credibility as a person?
It's like shock value for news. And I got news for you. They fucked up with the both of them because the Democrats did not win on those two encounters.
Well, the Democrats get very dramatic and all this other nonsense. And then as soon as you answer them back, they try to speak over you, and then they get violent.
I'm taking back my time.
Yeah, I'm sitting there and I'm watching them, and I'm like, you're rattling off all these questions to Kash Patel or Pam Bondi, and then as soon as they go to answer, you cut them off. And then you demand that response only be yes or no. Yes or no. It's that simple. Yes or no. Yes or no.
And Jim Jordan, who's Republicans in charge of that oversight committee now.
Well, it's because they control the House and Senate.
Yeah, I love Jim Jordan. I think he's a fair guy. I've seen him attack people on his own side if they were wrong. So I like guys like that, But I watched them both do. Pam Bondi is a fucking beast.
You love her.
And if anybody says anything different about it, I dare you to fucking debate it. You're going to fucking... I love her. And Kash Patel's pretty funny, too. Like, Kash Patel's more like rude. Pam Bondi is just an animal.
I don't think he's rude. I think he tells people off. And I think they deserve...
one guy. What's that idiot from fucking Shift? He goes, you're pathetic fucking cops.
I thought that was fantastic. Well, listen, they're sitting and insulting him.
Yeah.
Why can't you say...
The question is credibility.
I would say something back.
So, dude, it's hysterical.
100% I would say something back to these people. But I just sit there and I watch and I'm like, this is, to me, you want to talk about a waste of taxpayer dollars?
Yeah.
That's a waste. Because at the end of the day, Kash Patel's not getting fired. Nothing's going to happen. It's not like you're getting proven guilty. Oh, guilty. We forgot to mention it. Yeah. Guess who was indicted?
Oh, yeah.
Guess the girl. Letitia James.
You couldn't wait for that shit, bro. And now they're mad at her.
How awesome.
Now she's mad at him. I mean.
How awesome is it?
Did you see the CNN thing?
No.
Dude, you can Google it. The CNN host, they were talking about the situation. The CNN host literally said, I don't understand what the big deal, that people with their overvaluing their property or lying about them being their regular residents. Everybody does it anyway. It's not a big deal. But when Trump did it, it was fucking huge. They got her on both of them saying Trump did it was horrible. He shouldn't do it. No one's above the law. And then this fucking girl, Letitia James. Well, everybody does it. It's not a big deal. I don't think she should go to jail for this. I'm like, oh my God.
Well, I read that with the fraud that she did, and it's supposedly, I mean, it's not going to happen. 60 years in prison.
Nah, she's not.
She ain't going to get 60 seconds in prison.
Actually, to be honest with you, I don't think she should spend any time in prison. I mean, it's something that's true. Everybody does it. But, when Trump did it, they wanted to put him in jail. That was the problem.
She's crying about how Trump is weaponizing the DOJ against her. But that's exactly what they did. Yeah. The poor guy wasn't even in office for 4 years. They tried to get him on something so he couldn't run.
Yeah. They knew he was going to run. Come back.
I mean, listen, karma is a mofo, bro. You just sit back and wait. And I was like, oh, my God, she got indicted for the same thing that she tried to get Trump on.
You know what it was, right? I mean, one was that she said that the house in Virginia was her main residence, and she gave it to her family to live, which is fine. But you can't say it's the main residence because you get a better mortgage, whatever.
A rate, and then the different, if that's your main residence too, your taxes are different.
Exactly.
But then she works in New York.
So she was getting away with tax fraud too. Now, dude, tax fraud you go to jail for. You know that.
She ain't gonna go to jail.
That's how they got, what's his name? Who's the Italian guy? A guy from Chicago years ago. Can't remember his name. Al Capone. That's how they got Al Capone. They got him. They couldn't get him for anything else. They got him for taxes. They put him in jail.
She ain't gonna go to jail.
No, she's not gonna spend.
They'll have leniency on her.
They'll give a fine though. She'll have to pay. I think she'll have to pay a fine. Yeah.
But I thought that was
because you have to pay the difference back of the taxes, and you have to pay the difference back in the mortgage. And I'll be honest with you, bro. If the banks are willing, I said this about Trump too. If the banks are willing to do this for her, and they know who she is, the bank easily could have said, "Listen, we know this is not your main residence. You live in fucking New York." They didn't. So if they're okay with the loan, then everybody should be okay.
Because as long as they're getting paid back.
Yeah. So crazy, dude.
But it's so funny how this is what you went after Trump on.
Right, and you get the same shit.
And now you're getting it right back.
And dude, fucking JNN, dude. I don't know if you've seen the last thing. JNN posted something about, are you okay with Trump getting the plane from Qatar?
Oh.
Because they're related to Hamas. Meanwhile, he's pro-Hamas for the last 6 months against Israel. Now, all of a sudden, since Trump is doing something with Qatar who has to do with Hamas, now he's anti-Hamas. Meanwhile, fucking, he wanted Hamas to destroy Israel. He's talking about so fucking. Dude, people are so fucking crazy, dude. It's whatever Trump likes, you have to dislike, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
It don't matter what it is.
Well, and that was on a post that was up on one of our pages. We put, and again, it was about the New York City Mayor race and with the guy Mandami, and he posted something about, I said, we posted something like you can't vote for this guy or whatever, and then he's like, oh, but you're okay with Trump taking planes from Qatar, and I'm like, bro, Qatar ain't running New York City.
What's that got to do with
it? But we responded that, yeah, it's funny how Trump freed Palestine after everyone was complaining.
Yeah. Right. Now they're mad that he freed Palestine after they were asking for it.
Dude, guaranteed they're gonna hate him more now.
Oh, dude.
Guaranteed.
And if he ever ends this Russian fucking war with Ukraine, forget, dude. He'll leave office with no wars. But I'll tell you right now, the next Democrat, whoever it may be, the next years, 4 years, the 5, as soon as they get in, there'll be another war somewhere.
Dude, I don't know. I think this Democratic Party's really sinking themselves.
Dude, they're putting AOC at the front of the top. They're putting AOC, Pete Buttigieg, and that idiot from California, Newsom. Those are your faces.
That's who they're looking at as the primary candidates.
Hakeem Jeffries is not going to go. He's not going to do it.
Nah, dude.
Because he's in a nice spot. He gets a lot of money for a long period of time.
He's a New York rep, right?
Yeah.
He was in...
but Schumer might be out.
There was a little controversy with him and a New York Republican rep.
I've seen it. They were yelling
about the shutdown on the government. Yeah. And the Republican guy, kept his composure, whatever. And Hakeem Jeffries, I don't know, a little ghetto came out on him. He's like, yo, you playing yourself, bro. You playing yourself. And I'm like,
you're not listening to me.
I'm like, a guy's just asking you to sign it. And then he put him on blast. He's like, oh, the Republicans control the House and Senate. And the guy goes, oh, you should know better than that. You know that you need 60% of the votes. Doesn't matter what we control. And then he goes, hey, there's some Democrats on here, but not you. You signed against it.
I think there's 7 now.
So he goes, you want the shutdown. And again, that's just a continuation to keep it going. Right, until they figure out if they're going to make more investments or take things out or whatever the case might be. So,
and Trump's actually thinking now for real, giving everybody, because the tariffs are doing so well, giving everybody some kind of like refund on their taxes. That'd be great, like $2,000 a piece.
Listen, there was also supposed to be Hochul supposed to give out in New York.
I didn't get one.
No one got it. You know why she said that? What's coming up for her?
Yeah, voting.
No,
but I have friends at work. They got it. It's
$200.
I didn't get nothing.
It's supposed to be an inflation.
Yeah, inflation reduction check. I don't know.
It's $100.
It's too well, and you have to claim it. They're gonna give you $200. You have to claim it at the end of the year because she's buying votes. That's all they fucking do is buy votes. But let me just tell you something. If most politicians, not all, but most politicians that are giving you back money, that's because they're going to tax the living shit out of you at the end when they get back in. That's what's going to happen. Like
I don't think she's getting in, Hochul.
Well, who's she running against?
There's a female Republican. We'll post
they say she's not. They say she's not far behind, but in New York, dude, you never know.
Dude,
I think she's at 44%. I think the Republicans at like 37 or something.
Anyone that runs against Hochul, all you need to do is continue to play the clip of her saying that black people don't know what a laptop is.
Yeah, that's true too.
Just
most racist things.
Continue to post that over and over again. How she clearly insulted the whole race.
Yeah.
That these people don't know what a computer is or have access to a laptop.
And they can't get ID for voters ID. They can't because they're minorities.
I don't even know how you're still in office so you can show your face. I don't get it.
No, it's okay for them to be racist on that side. That's what. Remember Biden said, if you don't vote for me,
you're not black.
I never heard of such.
What an insult! I don't know.
think it's horrible.
What if Trump said it?
Off.
There'd be protests, burning the streets, cities would be destroyed. Ridiculous.
Oh my God! So, one more thing.
I think the bagel gave me allergies.
Yeah. You don't get allergies, though.
I know. I'm more stuffy now.
Well, we're supposed to be going to Cleveland. I think we're going to do a roast beef and bagels.
Well, we don't know. It's not definite. We'll let you know.
Gotta do it. I don't care about what it is. We'll just go. Me and you. I don't
watch a Woolworths.
I love watching Woolworths. It's fucking rain. It's not supposed to rain.
I know. I got like the sniffles now. The bagel gave me allergies.
And dude, we're gonna do some announcements now. One, I just told him about it in the city. If you guys are in the city, you see, there's a thing called the Frankenstein Mad Scientist Lab on 14th Street. It's great for Halloween. I love it.
I thought you were gonna talk about the Locks Fest.
Oh, and today I might go. I take the ferry. There's a lox festival. Now you say lox, what kind of lox? They mean like lox and cream cheese. And then you pay like $29 and they have all these different restaurants on South Street. And they give you a quarter of a bagel with different lox and different types of cream cheese for free for 2 hours.
It's not free. You pay $29.
Yeah, $29.
Nothing's free, dude.
Yeah. $29. And you get one drink. It's not brandy. I have to have brandy, so I can't have the drink.
What a banana. Well, thanks for tuning in to another week of Roast Beef and Bagels. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Ciao.
Ciao.